channel. Thank you so much for watching. So I recently went to a Taylor Swift concert. I can't even believe that's real. Today is Monday, and so I went on Saturday, so it was August 4th. And honestly, I never imagined myself going to a concert. I was never like a concert person. And when my friend invited me last year to go to a Coldplay concert, I went. And then after that, it's like once you have that experience, you're like, why haven't I been doing this my entire life? Like, it is so fun. And Taylor Swift is just like one of those people who I've loved her music ever since elementary school, and so it was just so special to me. So today I thought I would do kind of like a little get ready with me chat and just show you like the makeup and what I wore and stuff to the concert while explaining to you how the concert was. Yeah, just keep watching and we'll go on from there. I've seen a lot of people just like do this when they have like makeup tutorials, and so I'm just gonna go aboard that train because I think it's really cute. Don't you think it's cute? When I'm gonna be editing this back, am I gonna think it's cute? That's the question. Now I'll take it off. I'm not like a makeup person, so I'll just... I've been on vacation in Florida, so I don't know if you could tell I'm a little tan. Yeah, it's probably like you can't tell. I was sick the whole rest of the second week, so I like literally didn't get out of the room, so I only tanned the first week. I still think I got like a little bit of tanning left, but definitely my foundation doesn't like fit my skin anymore. So for the concert, I just put like powder on because my face has been pretty clear lately from like some odd miracle. Honestly, the last year, it's been like a lot clearer than it's ever been. I haven't been using as much makeup as I think I did before. Like, it's only when I feel like I've been going a lot of makeup free days. Anyways, this is not like a clearing your skin video, but yeah, so what I did was I know it's really bad, but I just like put on my setting powder. And the rest, yeah, I guess I'll show you. On the day I didn't actually put eyeliner in my eyes, but I feel like doing it today because like that's like her look, you know, like eyeliner. And it's so funny because I actually did like a makeup recreation video of like a Taylor Swift look back like 3 years ago when I started YouTube, and so I did like the little Taylor Swift curls, I think was it? And like a makeup look where she had like really like blue eyeshadow and eyeliner, and I put so much blue eyeshadow on my eyes that I just cringe looking back at it. And my skin was like really bad like back then too, so there's like lots of little bumps. So that's kind of embarrassing. But I did a cute little recreation of her outfit, which I don't even think she would wear, but I was like, yeah, she would totally wear this. Anyways. Taylor Swift is like one of those people who is like my entire childhood. Like when you think back to all her older songs, I remember the first time I discovered her song. My best friend from like grade 2 or 3 called me up on the phone, and she was like, I don't know, somehow she was like, oh, there's like this girl like that's singing this song and I think you're gonna like it, so like can you just like check it out. And I saw the video of Teardrops on My Guitar. I'm pretty sure that was the first time I saw her. I know she had a song before that called Our Song, but I think my first one was Teardrops on My Guitar. And it's like, you know, when you're that age and you're like having these cute little crushes on people in your class, and it's just, I felt like I connected right away, and it still like gives me goosebumps listening back to that song because it's just so real, you know? And Our Song was just such a throwback as well. She just has such a talent of like recreating specific moments in time, like the song 15. Oh my goodness, I couldn't wait to be 15. Little did I know though that my life was nothing like the song 15, you know? Like I had such high expectations for that and I was totally disappointed. But you know, and anyway, a lot of the feelings that she just like describes in the song, like wanting like older guys to notice her or whatever. And then just learning that it's not like the most important thing in life, or like out of high school, that it's more about like friendships and whatever. Anyways, it's just her songs are just so emotional, and they capture one specific part of time that I don't think a lot of other artists like they overlook or something. So I don't know, her songs are, I've always said this, and I've been watching a lot of her interviews, and she says that like her songs are like stories, but literally before even I heard her say that, I've always thought that her songs are just beautiful masterpieces of stories, because I don't know, just in today's day and age in songs, you just don't notice that, you don't see that, you know, you don't see like stories and like meaning in lyrics. It's mostly about like the music, or if it's about the lyrics, it's very like provocative, or like very, what's that word, like it's just all up in your face, you know. I feel like her songs have such a beautiful art to it. It's like beautiful pieces embedded into each other, in emotions. She writes about what she feels like, what she goes through, and yeah, I don't know, I've always just appreciated that about her writing, because it's not easy, you know? It's not easy to be so vulnerable and to just like say it how it is, and like everyone in the world knows that it's her diary, right? Everyone knows that these are the songs that capture her real life. And honestly, I don't understand why she gets so much hate for that, because literally that is what a writer does, you know? Yeah, so literally that's the life of an artist, right? Of a writer, they capture what they live, like they live through something and then they write about it. That's how art is created. And so I don't understand all of like the backlash of like, oh my gosh, she writes about all her relationships, blah 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 blah. It's really sad, because she keeps her personal life so personal, so you actually don't really know what's happening except through her music, which, you know, we can only speculate. Everyone writes about the relationships. Like, show me any song like on the radio. Literally everything is about relationships, because like the world is obsessed with love, you know? That's like a really big thing, right? We all want to love and be loved, and it's just such a like interesting and unique concept, and it's so different for everyone, and yet there's like so many similarities in how we connect together because of like how we feel, how people treat us. And when we connect with words like that through songs, I think that's just so special. And I just remember like in elementary school going on the field of like our school at recess time with my little MP3 player. It was like purple, it could only hold like 30 songs, and I remember listening to Hey Steven and just feeling so happy. She's so honest. You don't see that in a lot of artists. She's just so honest about like how people feel, and maybe not everyone is going to relate to that, but personally for me, I'm such a person who like feels a lot. I care about everything and everyone. I always have like a lot of emotions, and for someone else to be like that, to come out and just be like that in her music, so personal and so just real about how she feels, like, you know, like obsessing over this, obsessing over a guy, like feeling not good enough, this and that, putting her heart up and just being broken so many times. And it's very powerful, because I think even as a society that says, oh, like, you know, be who you are and be who you want to be, and then as soon as it's like too much for like people to handle, and then like as soon as they feel comfortable, they're like, oh, it's like too much, that person is so emotional, blah blah blah. Well, like that person is just being themselves, you know? And it just must be so hard for her to just, like, she had a poem in her concert about like why she disappeared for so long, and that poem was like a complete masterpiece. I'll probably have a link to like a video of someone taping it like on YouTube, and because I watched it again. I really hope she releases it or something because it is just so beautiful. Anyway, so seeing her in concert was just really unreal, just to know that I knew her for this long, that I've loved like her songs. I really loved the wow, I really look like a raccoon right now. I really loved her songs when she first started out. Ones that like nobody really, like ones that are underrated, you know, like Today Was a Fairy Tale. That's such a beautiful song. I was really happy when in concert, because obviously this is a Reputation tour, so I love her new album too, but I was just so happy for her to like throw back and sing You Belong With Me and Love Story. Those are my two favorite songs from her. Well, I can't even say favorite because there's just so many ones that I love. Begin Again is another one that I love. I just finished watching the music video today. Basically yesterday after the concert, I spent the entire day either both listening to her music and watching interviews, like literally all day for 10 hours. I don't know, I just got obsessed. She's just such a lovely, generous, like real honest person, you could just tell. And yeah, so when she shared the poem about like why she disappeared, she was just like basically just saying how hurt she was by everyone just like slamming her and putting her down, and like when she rose slowly, and she was like very scared about like repeating past mistakes, like old haunts. Like it was just pure masterpiece, the words. Like she is so talented. But she said something like, keep your heart breakable but not broken by the same hand twice. And I was like, wow, that is powerful. That is powerful. Her words just resonate with you so well. It is just very powerful. And also people are just so quick to judge, you know, people are like, oh, she's changed so much. Now she's like all doing pop and stuff and her sound. Like, I agree, like Look What You Made Me Do and Are You Ready For It is like very different than anything she's ever done. But when you're like being creative, you're just like constantly changing, and that's what she has been doing. Obviously, she's like, what is she, 28, 29? She's almost 30. Obviously that's gonna be different than the songs like 15 and Hey Steven from like when she was 16, you know? Like, people have to realize that. But honestly, I loved her new album. I loved it. My favorite songs are Dancing With Our Hands Tied, Don't Blame Me. What else? King of My Heart is a really good one too. Let me just go to her album. Delicate. Delicate is my favorite. Delicate and Dancing With Our Hands Tied. Delicate is number 1, and then Dancing With Our Hands Tied is 2. Don't Blame Me is 3. And my favorite performance of hers at the concert was Don't Blame Me. It was just so like big, and yeah, I was just like singing at the top of my lungs, and it was just so powerful, you know. I think I like Getaway Car now more because she did that whole Why She Disappeared thing, the video before the Getaway Car performance, and so I feel like I like that one way more too. Call It What You Want is a really cute one too. I feel like, just like she's been saying in her interviews that I've been watching like all day yesterday, just because she changed her sound to like more popish, like her words still remain the same, you know? Like she still wants to put that emotional depth into it, to have meaning behind her words, because she was like, she never wants to have like people listening to a song and being like, I love how it sounds, but I really have no idea what it's about, you know? So she still pays the same amount of attention. If you look at the words of some of her new songs, they are just like there's like some lines and some phrases where they're just like pure gold. There was like this one line where it's like, the ties are black, the lies are white, or something. It's just so smart, you know? And I just appreciate that about her. I think just because I write a lot too, and I'm like very into poetry ever since I was like little, it's just like I can almost appreciate it a lot because it's like the direction I want to go as well. Just writing things that mean something to people, right? And She probably doesn't know the huge impact that she's had on people, like being my entire childhood, being people's entire childhood. I remember watching the video to You Belong With Me and just wanting that to be my life so bad. And yeah, I still get chills watching that video again because it's like, yeah, and I went back to rewatch it and I saw that it was from 9 years ago, and my heart almost like 9 years ago, can you believe it? I was like 11. I was like 11, and my brother's turning like 13 this year. That's just crazy, you know? Sometimes people will say I look like Taylor Swift, and I'll be like, really? I don't see it, you know? Like, I used to have like more blonde hair, and like if I'll have like red lips, I think people will kind of just compare that. But it's a nice compliment. I just don't really see it. I'm just so happy that she didn't let like all the hate like completely get her down. I think, sorry if I'm looking down, there's a mirror right below me, so. She was like in a place where she disappeared like before. Talked about how like the rumors of people really got to her, and she thought that that would like disappear when she was like in high school, when just like girls would start like talking mean things about her. But like as she grew up, she was like, yeah, the people in the media, you know, starting rumor really got to her, and she didn't know if she would ever be able to like perform on stage again, meaning she was like ready to quit, and just she was, you know, like when something like dramatic as that happens, she probably thought she would never be able to do this again. But she rose up, she learned so many lessons that she didn't know she needed to learn. Like, I'm kind of like re-summarizing the little poem. And then I really like at the end how she was like, and when her reputation died, she felt most alive, or something like that. And it was just so, so beautiful. Anyways, I'm not like that person to get like starstruck, because like I don't really care that much about celebrities, you know? It's just like we're all humans. We always tend to put like other people above other people and just think that they're so holy because they're famous and they're doing this and that. And the reality of the situation is just a lot of people know about them. It doesn't make them better than someone like who's not famous, you know? It's just the situation that they are in that like a lot of people know about them. But I think the reason that I'm just like really excited and it was such a beautiful and special event is just because how much she meant to me in my childhood, and just loving like the person itself. And I think she like mentioned that in one of her introductions of a song. She was like, I really appreciate for you like getting to know like the real me, like the human in me, and not just, you know, like media is portraying her to be, or like anything like that. I think one of my favorite things was like seeing her smile, and it was like the exact same smile that she had ever since she was like 14 or 15. I know that kind of sounds like weird, you know, but like just seeing her smile, she just seemed so happy. And it was the same smile that she had when she was like 15, so it's like like nothing's really changed. She still is the same beautiful like soul. She's still very like funny and goofy and hardworking and creative. People just appreciate the fact that she's so honest and can relate to so many people just by being honest about her emotions, because people are just so quick to like displace their emotions. They're so quick to deny them because it's just easier that way. It's like easier to deny your emotions. But when you like feel them up front, and like the writer and songwriter that she is, she uses that to build these beautiful storylines and worlds and metaphors about how she's feeling. And yeah, that's just how I feel. But just like when you're physically in a room knowing that that person you've like loved for like 10 years is literally in the same room as you, is just, it's pretty amazing. I have to say, it's just pretty amazing. kind of what I'm gonna go for. I don't really want like big like tight curls, kind of just more loose ones. My hair has grown out so much, like I don't know if you've seen like my beginning videos of this year, January, but I had like blonde hair from here now. It's so dark. I'm kind of loving it. I feel like I need a little more blonde, but it's like more natural, you know? And I think that's it for the look. This is the makeup up close. And just the loose curls. So yeah, the outfit that I wore for the concert, I'm gonna just input a picture. So I think in the video earlier I said that I was gonna do eyeliner in my look. Yeah, that didn't end up happening. I totally forgot. I got so into talking about Taylor that I just totally forgot. But, you know, yeah, so sorry about that, but it is what it is.